Can you tell can you tell me your name, please?
Yes, my name is Martin Hoffman.
When did you graduate from law school?
Graduated from law school in December of 1992.
Where did you go?
I went to University of Texas Law School in Austin.
And what is your occupation right now?
I am the judge of the 68th District Court in Dallas County, which is a civil district court.
What inspires you to be a judge?
I've really always wanted to go into public service. It wasn't really necessarily being a judge. Since I was very young, I wanted to go into public service and ended up being a practicing lawyer and saw the opportunity and have loved it ever since.
What is the biggest difference you found in being a judge versus being a lawyer?
Your whole way of approaching the law is different as a judge. As an attorney, you're always an advocate and you're always trying to advance your client's position. As a judge, you really have to look at both sides. So from a professional standpoint, you have to change your outlook. From a personal standpoint, you're under a lot more scrutiny, so you have to be more careful about what you do and where you are. If an attorney gets a DWI, for example, it's unfortunate, but if a judge does, it makes the news. So you have to be much more careful about your personal life and things that you do.
What were some of your initial fears starting out as a judge?
Well, I took over a docket with very large, complex cases and a number of difficult trials from the very beginning, and it was a real challenge. It was a little scary about whether or not I would be able to handle the cases of that complexity, but as time has gone on, I've really grown to love those kind of cases.
How many cases typically get filed in your court each year?
It's hard to say. I would estimate over 2,000. We typically have pending at any one time about 800 cases.
How do you keep organized with all your various cases?
Fortunately, I have a very good staff. I have a court coordinator, I have a clerk that's assigned to me by the district clerk's office, I have a court reporter, I have a bailiff. So every aspect of my life I have assistants, or of my professional life I have assistants, and it's really with their help that I'm able to stay so organized. I will say one of the challenges about being a trial court judge is you're dealing with so many different cases at one time. I may touch 100 different cases in a week, from signing orders to having hearings to having trials, and it can be, you really have to have a decent memory to try to keep all of them straight.
What are some things attorneys should never do in front of a judge?
I think one of the key things that an attorney should never do, two things that I think are really, really important. One is you should always be respectful to the court and to the process. I mean, even if you like the judge, you don't like the judge, you should always respect the robe. And the second thing, and we see this unfortunately occasionally, is preparation. You need to be prepared at all times. And so respect and preparation, I think, are the two things you should avoid not having, I guess.
And last question, what advice would you give a young lawyer coming before you for the first time?
I would say be prepared. I mean, I think that's, most young lawyers that I see actually do a very, very good job because they are prepared. It's usually some of the more senior lawyers that aren't prepared, but even if it's a small hearing, even if it's something that may not seem like a real big deal, you always want to be extremely well prepared the first time. And the other thing is I tend to be fairly, I'm not the strictest judge, but I still expect people to have a certain level of decorum, and so I think, understanding anytime you're in front of a judge, whether it's me, you kind of should know what the judge is like. So maybe watch a hearing or something like that to see how the judge treats people and matters before them.
Thank you.
Thank you.